Gogo Bathini Mbatha umavula kuvala emzini amadoda number 1 locksmith technician engineer umsamo makhosi. Today we're talking to women as well, we're talking to men actually as well, we're talking to children. It's a family video, this one, that I would like us to share it with our children. Today we're saying your child is praying for your downfall. Your children are praying for your downfall. It's a sad video. It's a very sad video. Yet again, I don't know these days. I just wake up with the very emotional videos, but they are influenced by the previous days' clients that came and for different reasons. Your child, your own child, is praying for your downfall. Have you seen these guys that when they are out and about with friends and everything, they will do what it takes to impress friends. They will do anything in their powers to be relevant to people that don't care about them. Do you know those men? Do you know those guys? Do you know the guys above fill up the table, count the empties? Do you know these guys that they will wear a label from, from a nyawen till a kanda, and not fake labels, like original labels, like your Louis Vuittons, your Gucci's, whatever labels, your Polo, whatever label it might be there. Do you know those guys? Yo, not all, but most of them, they don't care and they don't know and they don't care. Ukuthi their kids have something to wear or they had anything to eat last night or this morning. If you can go to any joint, whether it's a small tavern or whether it's a big place, you will find those guys. You'll find a guy holding an iPhone that cost 32,000 or whatever price and everything, but children are suffering. Not just children outside the relationship that they have, even the children in sometimes umuntu is married, even the children emshadweni. Do you know those guys? Do you know those guys that they will do what it takes to spot their cars? Their cars are super Makotovias, mint, like beautiful, nice rim, 18-inch, what, powerful sound system. Hamba nabantwana. The car is always packed. Abantwana, abongwana, phethe ama yellow bone, abazwile. Do you know those guys? Do you know those guys? And there's a child somewhere out there. It's either umphikile or he knows about the child, he just don't care. Life is about him. Do you know those guys? I'll touch a bit with a video I've done about the lady who was at David Mashabela's show on Real 2000. The guy who wants nothing to do with the child. I'm on that as well. Those guys, you can find out that guy, he's living a good life. Umnandi man, sharp man, umchita. Yabo kunama chita la ubona uthi umchita right. Yabona, idlozi livumile. Abadala bavumile. Uright umchita. Umchita izinto ziyahlangana umchita. Usharp. Uyasebenza noma uyahustler and everything, but impilo kamchita right. Okay. Sometimes umchita akekho rich. But mambona gqokile ungafunga uthi rich. Why? Because of he's impressing people who don't care about him. Who won't be there tomorrow for him. Do you know these ladies who will do what it takes to prevent the guy from maintaining their own children? They will do what it takes. West part unomntwana yena, that she wants you to take care of this child, but you mustn't take care of your children or your child outside. Do you know these wives who will say, yeah, she's also working, don't pay maintenance for your child? There are wives who like that. About underhead. And I ask myself, what are you saying about that marriage? If you are married to a woman that says to you, you must not maintain your child or your children, what kind of a woman is she? I think we mustn't just celebrate Women's Month as well, guys. And ask ourselves, what is happening in this society? Do you know this woman who says, Unglahlile, and I'm going to prove a point by making sure that he doesn't have an access to the child or to children? Do you know those women? Hey, ngoba siyaqonywa bakithi. Hey, kuyaqonywa emnyango. Do you know those women? And I always wonder, what kind of a woman is that? Thanks God I've never experienced such thing. But I'm worried, what kind of a woman that does that, they will make sure, you don't see your child. If they realize that you have changed the number, you have the number, they will change the number. If they realize that their best friend gave you the number, they will befriend that person. Just to prove a point to you, she's bitter. And she's using a child as an instrument to fight you. An honest child. A child who has nothing to do with your fights. Same guys who will say, I won't maintain that child. She cheated on me. So what does the child has to do with the mother's cheating? What the father has to do, what the child has to do with the father's cheating? I don't want to talk about children that were born out of marriage but while still married directly. I just want to talk about child maintenance in general. There are children that are struggling today because of the differences between the parents. And this child, they didn't appoint themselves, they didn't choose themselves to be in this world. They were brought by two adults. The two adults who now decided to be two children fighting. It's sad when you watch shows like Khumbule Ekhaya, and then a child is told by a healer to say, go and look for your father. The father who wants nothing to do with that child. It hurts me. It hurts me. It really hurts me. I don't see myself advising somebody to say, go and look for your father. The father who wanted nothing to do with the child. Unless the child will say, my father apparently did everything in his powers together with the family to get me, to have an access to me, but my mother refused. Now my mother is no more and I'm left alone. I need my father. Yes, go and look for your father. Yes, I agree with you. Go and look for your father. And I do have help when it comes to people who have lost their parents, who don't know where to find their parents, who don't know even their surnames, foster parents and whatever. There's another old man, also Utrecht, that is also good in that. There's another woman in Umangema, in APD, who also good on that. She didn't tell me, but I could pick up Oguti. She's also good in aligning families. Umangema, she said PD. All the numbers that if you need them, you'll find them at the office. But we're not about linking. We're about your child is praying for your downfall. Whenever that child goes hungry, whenever that child gets being insulted, gets being shouted off, what you are useless, just like your father, the tears may be visible, like physically you can see them crying. Sometimes they cry from within, which is even more dangerous. Have you noticed ukuthi inyembe zomntwana ingane, it's rare that a child will wipe the tears. The child will just cry and cry and cry. You find the t-shirts, he's crying, and it gets dry. That's why children, when they grow up, they have a thick skin. And they will tell you, Guti, I want nothing to do with you. I love those episodes on Ukhumbule Kaya show. When the guy told the mother, next off next year. I love the episode of these children who asked their mother, where were you? You took us to our father's work. Where were you? Then the arrogant mother will say, you were too young, even now you're too young to understand what I did. With so much attitude, but she's loaded with so much stinking attitude to go and see their children. Well, let's get to the bottom of the story of this video. Muti won't do everything for you. When you are done using Muti and you think your Muti is not working for you and everything, do a self-introspection. Is there a child out there that is sleeping on an empty stomach because of you? Is there a child out there that is staying with a stepfather that is abusing this child because of you? Is there a child out there that you denied or what is your child? Use this book. Use this book when you're doing your self-introspection. Whatever reason they may be or they were, kuqanga amadolo ucele kwabakini ukuthi ngicela ningibonise ilight ukuthi how can I do right to this child? You haven't spoke to your children for years. You don't even know how your child looks like. But all you want, this other lady, this other lady said the ex guy, the baby dad asked her to say, please send me pictures. Wow. You want to show everybody ukuthi this is your child. Awazi ulala endlini. Awazi ugqokani. Akayazi ngisho isenti yakho. Asiyeke ukuthi akakuboni, but there's nothing that can be brought to her or him to na gift isuka kubabakho uthi babakho happy birthday boy, happy birthday girl. There's nothing that you have done, but you want to see the pictures. Before you blame abathakati, you must know that also falls in self-invited witchcraft. There are women that will go out and say, well, Gogo, yazi mangathola nje isikhafulo angisamthandi yena. Kodwa nje ngifuna isikhafulo njena ukuthi angicabange noma ekuphi noma ephi intombazana angicabange nje. I just want to get him closer to me so as nomtshela indoda, I'm no longer working. Take care of your child. Then so ekhulume yethu. I want to play him. There are people who got back to their baby mamas, not because of baby mama loves. No, baby mama now is proving a point. Ukubonisa ama-ada manje. Ukuphenqa ama-anda ke manje. Because you have invited that witchcraft. Where you did invite that witchcraft. So if you are a woman, please complain honestly. or he doesn't want an access to the child, I'm open. This is his child as well. I'm open. And this thing of women not wanting guys to have an access law, guys, there's law that allows you to see your child, to have an access to, even if you're not working. The law allows you. Because sometimes the child is crying for nothing. But the good thing about that crying, it won't affect you, because when on the other hand you are trying, you in and out courts and everything, you're trying to have an access, she wants nothing to do with you. But here today, let's focus on the guys who don't want to maintain their children. Guys, those children are fighting, are praying for your downfall, and trust me, you will fall. Trust me, there's no multi-scope yoga, my boys that will rape for you, you will fall. That's how powerful children are. I don't care who says what. You can go argue with your friends at your favorite sport where you meet and lie to each other. Go argue with them. If you are not taking care of children, stop going to traditional healers and ask for miracles. The miracle, you know, where is the key of isibopho? Inyembezi zengane siyisibopho empilweni zethu. Whether you like it or not, inyembezi zengane ziyayibopha impilo phaqa. Gogo, whenever I need to get a promotion, things just go north. I don't know what happened. Gogo, I don't know what to do. You know what to do. And when you with a child, which you are not maintaining, it's never too late to go back to your ex and say, listen, I apologize. Yes, I failed you. I apologize. I would like to make it right. Please give me a chance. Don't rush to see a child. No. That's where the problem is. Don't rush to see a child. Don't rush to meet a child. It's worse if your child is a teenager. That child is really physically bitter about you. Don't rush. Give your ex an opportunity to talk to a child. I've spoken to your dad. This is what he says. Mom, I want nothing. No, it's okay. But we need this money. He says he will assist us. You need the money for school. You need the money for that. A wise woman will give good advices to a child to say, I'm not saying talk to your dad now. It's okay. You're still angry, my baby. I'm no longer angry at your father because I don't longer love him. I've dealt with that. It's over between me and I. But I respect the fact that he's your dad. So I'll give you a chance to heal. Now, on the other hand, be consistent. Be consistent. The child will see, okay, umama kasebenzi, but ubaba uthi ubuyile empilweni yethu. We can see what life is much better now at home. We can see what life is much better. At least, we have meals every day. No mama, at least, umama na stress sehlile kancane, akasayi kobela komashonisa and everything. At least there's something that we're getting now in the name of my dad. And a child is a child. A child uzoyehlisa umoya, ehlisa umoya. The more umntwana ehlisa umoya is the more you get back to the game. Not to be a cheap boast again. Not to be ilokhuzane iskhothane again. No. For you to resolve things, to use to solve problems. The day that child says, I'm willing to wait to see him, you must know it's the judgment day. You are the one, is either you're going to make it right or you're going to make it worse. And if you lose that child the second time, forget it. Get a tissue paper or hang. Forget it. Because the reason we expect miracles into children is because we don't want miracles into muti, because we don't want to do self-introspection. You know very well when you are preventing your husband from maintaining his children, even if labantwana bathola emshadweni. Kodwa abantwana have nothing to do with the cheating of your husband. At least kids must eat. They must eat. So let's not invite witchcraft which is unnecessary into our lives. Let's maintain our children. Women, please give us an opportunity as men to be able to have access to our children. Let's not use children to fight our battles. Lo ophika ingane, forget about him. Loyo ke, forget about him. Loyo ke, forget about him. Loyo ke, it's another story. It depends with what made him to do whatever. That one I don't want to entertain it. Laba abaphika ingane. But I'm talking about kids who were born out of love, out of umjolo. And the guy doesn't want to take care of that child. You can just imagine going to a joint and the guy is paying good bills, black card and everything, in the name of showing off, but the child is struggling. And that child prays for your downfall, so that you can go to that child and say, I'm sorry, and I want to make it up to you. I want to do what it takes for you and I to have a relationship. I'm not going to force things. If I phone you, don't pick up, it's okay. If you feel like picking up, I'll appreciate it. If I send you a message, you don't respond, it's okay. If you feel like responding, I'll appreciate it. That's it. What is hard there? Let's not allow these tears to destroy us. Let me go deeper. You are a husband and a wife. Your husband have children before the marriage. The children that you want nothing to do with them because of their mothers blaming you for their divorce or for their separation. Now you are using the children for your battles. Right? Who's going to suffer the most? I think these children that are from the previous relationship are struggling because of you. You are saying you want nothing to do with those children and their mother. Now they're struggling out there. But who's going to suffer the most? All your children, including your children. Think about that, including your children, because the downfall of the father is your downfall as a mother. Who are going to suffer? The children. The children. Then you're going to go up and down looking for what do you call? Looking for mercy, looking for the powerful multi, looking for the best in the market, looking for the best traditional healer, looking for the best. But you fail to do self-introspection to say, let's get elders to sit all of us down so that we solve this. So that we have common grounds in terms of moving forward, what's going to happen. Before you blame Muti, that Muti doesn't work for you. That is what should happen. So we can't sit in our own corners and pretend as if everything is fine. You know what went wrong. And that goes deeper to an extent. You know what? There was a point I was arguing with my mother. The way I spoke to her, maybe her tears are the cause of what I'm facing. You know, Guti, you were supposed to do what is right for your family. Your brother took care of you. Another brother took care of whoever and everything. It's a chain of helping each other because of the background in the family. But when it got to you, you didn't think about your younger sibling. Then you called it a black tax. No, I don't have mean. I'm not gonna pay black tax. You forgot what has been done for you. Then you think what your life will be normal. No, it's not going to be normal. You can call it a black tax or whatever. I don't believe in such. But things are not going to be normal. So it is up to you guys. If we want Muti to work for us, if we want prayers to work for us, we also have to do good in our lives. We also need to do self-introspection, on us. That's it. Beyond that, then again, we can blame Utagati, we can blame that, we can blame that. But for now, what needs to be done is for us to do self-introspection, is for us to fix where we went wrong. We should. We don't have a choice. And in this Women's Month and within this video, I think, guys, please share it as much as you can, so that let's have responsible parents. Let's have parents, let's have mothers who accept what the relationship is over, but there's a child involved, and allow him to have an access to the child. It's his child at the end of the day, whether you like it or not. You know, there's a video I've shared something there. There's a woman who went to the house on Friday afternoon. The child was not there. A teenage girl, she was not there. No, maybe sabanganini, futhi besaqala ukusa, maybe it's this, maybe it's this. The child was not there. The child made a plan to find the father. The father said to the child, your mother is lying. I did pay mina ilokhuzana damages at your family house. Phone mamncane wakhe. The same mamncane that doesn't get along with the mother of the child. Mamncane confirmed that yes, your father did pay lokhuzana. It was our dad that refused ukuthi your father to have an access because your father was coming from the poor family. They performed a ritual. Bamfaka isiphandla. Slaughtered a goat, bamfaka isiphandla. A child was dropped off on Sunday afternoon at home. Nesiphandla simanzi. Ubuya kuba umntwana sebamenzela umsebenzi. How painful is that? When you thought all the past 17 years, when we bulletproof, when umvalele umntwana, when ufuna umntwana yendawo, when afuna ubaba ne-access, ngizombonisa umntwana wami lo ngeke abe ne-access, nangu umntwana uyaqhamuka ufaka isiphandla. Then what do you say? Even if you can tear that spandla off, what are you going to say? I've told you, leave that spandla. Leave it. Leave it, my sister. If you know what is good for you, leave it. And the child has the best relationship with the father. Fortunately and luckily, the child allowed, when the mother came here, she came with the mother. Then I told the child to say, despite anything and everything, but she's still your mother. You need to respect her, talk to her, don't just leave. Talk to her and everything. Now have a relationship with the father. Co-parent. That's it. That's it. So we need to be careful when we're dealing with children. Remember, children think childish. But because now you're an adult, you've been that young, and she has never been your age. So think like an adult. Don't think childish like a child. Because child, as they think childish, they will do childish and stupid things that will make you regret why did you not take action while it was still early. Sarwa sendoda uGogo Bathini Mbatha umavula kuvala emzini emadoda. U-anti usha. Thokozani.